talk about, I believe you've already prepped what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to look at cosmetics and surgery. Now, have you had any form of surgery?
No, I've not had any form of surgery.
So do you have anybody who had gone into surgery?
Yeah, I have a friend.
A male or a female friend?
A female friend, although she's traveled now. She's in the United States. So she's
so after that experience, did she come back to you to say one or two things, or is it successful?
It was so successful all the way because she did it when she traveled to the United States. So when she traveled and I saw her picture, like she was like the bomb. Like she looked so different, so beautiful.
So you can say it was very
successful. She actually sent me pictures of the procedures and how she changed. The transformation was so clear.
Okay. All right, Cruz. Let's not look like we don't have you.
Yes, I understand.
So we have you here still, and I want you to just tell me a little bit about yourself, but be very snappy because we have
a lot of people actually
waiting.
Okay.
Very snappy then.
Okay, my name is actually Namdi Sylvan, aka Cruz, and I'm into real estate. Actually, I own a real estate firm called Raven Homes. Yeah, I'm also into social media, like with branding and also graphic design. I'm from Anambra State. I'm 30 years old.
Okay, so we can agree that we both can go into business of making people look good.
Yeah,
exactly.
We can agree. Okay, now can you tell me one or two from your idea effects of cosmetic surgery?
Well, from my experience, actually, I think I have a friend who went for a hair transplant actually, and he came back looking absolutely different. Like I don't think it was good because I think he didn't invest in a very good cosmetic surgeon. So he came back and he was all complaining, and I didn't know what to tell him. So he had to go for another one, which even cost him more money, but he came back looking all good. So yeah, one of the effects of what do you call it? Cosmetic surgery is that sometimes if you don't actually invest in a good cosmetic surgeon, it might come out really, really bad. You might end up having scars and sometimes internal bleeding, which might actually lead to further surgeries and complications.
Do you think it's a business that will strive in Nigeria?
Yes, I think it's a business that will strive in Nigeria, although there are advantages and disadvantages. For a book job or for a liposuction, everybody knows how much millions you pay to do it, understand? So there is more in it, the spa, everything, because I can remember my sister going to a spa and telling me how much she does, like, we need to do this, understand? I was like, okay, you have the money, do it, So there is money in that business. It's just starting up from the Western culture. So if you go into that business, you will strive more, you will get more money, and you will be known. And even become a celebrity, cosmetic surgery. Yes, but if you watch E, they have 910 onto some surgeons that they do surgery on celebrities, and they're okay. And they're living the fast life in Hollywood. So it's a good thing.
Okay, so do you think there's any part of your body you want to really touch up? Is there any part of your body?
Sincerely, yes. And that would be my tummy. Understand? If there's any part of my body, that should be my tummy, because there are dresses you want to wear or you will wear. You find out that okay, you have this tummy protruding, like you don't like it, you don't want it. Probably you've done series of exercises and you still don't see the outcome, you don't get the desired result you want. So if there's any part of my body I would want to surgically take part of, it should be my tummy first of all.
Okay, now, would you want to go into such a business?
Of course, yes.
Let's say somebody comes up somewhere and gives you 5 million naira and say you must go into cosmetics. Do you think it's what you want to do? And what impact do you think you will bring to the field?
Okay, ma'am. Basically, if someone wants to invest in me to go into cosmetic surgery, yes, I think I will, because I believe the world is advancing, and many young girls out there are looking up to celebrities. And if you look at these celebrities, they have this hourglass shape, figure 8, and you be like, wow, I want to be like this person because you are looking up to that person. So you want to imitate everything that he or she does. So I believe going into such business, because you know many young girls are out there searching with their money, they have their money handy. So they are looking out to, okay, where can I get this? They are sourcing, where can I get this? Where can I get that? You understand? So I believe if I go into such business, it's a big one for me.
Here to talk about the implication of cosmetic surgery in the body. You know, generally we understand that cosmetic surgery has to do with surgical operation. So if one is undergoing such operation, there is always a procedure, and there are medication given to you to enable you, not feel the pains at that particular period in time. So anesthesia is always administered to the patient. So in this process, it has to do with 50-50 effect. You might either survive it or you die. So the number one effect, negative effect of cosmetic surgery is that you can lose your life at the process, in the process, so to say. So it has one major effect, that is the one I just mentioned. And secondly, you can lose blood during the process, excess blood, and it can also lead to everlasting scar in your body. Because if after all the surgical operation being done to you and maybe there is no proper follow-up on treatment, can result to everlasting scar in your body. We have other
and also the low immune system. The immune system, when it's low, you can see there's decay. It causes decay, which causes some people, it actually depends on your skin type, to actually go back, keep going back, and also your funds, it's capital intensive. So you must have to be in the right shape financially to undergo a very good surgery. And also the surgeon involved is very, very important. It's very important that you're with an experienced surgeon who is carrying out the surgery, so that in the end it is worth the whole stress and that desired body is achieved.
Okay. We have I spoke to one or two people before coming on set, and I be like, would you want to go to school? Would you want to go to a cosmetic school? And then I kept asking, I kept calling one or two people. I said, have you gone to any place at all? And this person said it's 3 years, or it's 4 years, or it's 5 years. And then she said it's actually 5 years in South Africa, just to go to cosmetic school, just to
get the knowledge.
Now, would you want to go? If you have the opportunity, would you?
Definitely, I will cash in on it, because it is me. It is what I do. Talking about cosmetics, there are various branches. There's skincare, there's hair, there's makeup, and I fall under skincare. And if I am given a chance, I would definitely want to go invest in it, go outside the shores of this country to places like Paris, because I know Paris is really good with skincare tips. I will go to Asia, I will go to places like Dominican Republic to go and know more about cosmetics, skincare as a whole. So definitely something I would definitely want to bank on. I will bank on it.
All right. Okay. Of course you should. Thank you so very much. Thank you guys. I just love how you smile.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so now do you have anything prepared you want to say?
Yes, I want to talk about myself. I think a product of cosmetic surgery. Yeah, I've undergone cosmetic surgery before. Yes, and that was laser surgery. I'm this kind of person, I'm into entertainment, I do modeling. So when I saw straight mark popping up out of my skin, I was like, what's this? Can I be able to do modeling with this? So I felt like, oh God, I can't deal with this. I talked to my mom about it. She was like, okay, fine, there's no issue. If you think you want to go for it, go for it. I made arrangements about it. I booked for a session. It was it was 10-minute session though. I booked for it, I went for it, and it was nice. Come out nice, but not too nice. So I need to go back again for a proper maintenance, proper checkup, and I went back for it again, and it appeared very nice, appeared very good. And after that, I came back and I was doing the modeling stuff very well, very good, and I'm still good with it. I'm still doing it. Yeah.
Okay, so aside you going back and forth, do you have any event? Do you have How has your body been since you had it?
Okay, because before that it was too much on the skin, like it was very very much. So I felt like, okay, once I've done that stuff, it was okay, it was fine, and it has reduced, like seriously, because then it was pumping out too much. I could not do anything. Whenever it comes to modeling, I could not do anything with it because I'm just some person that love modeling. I love the entertainment industry. I could not do anything with that. So after that, everything was well, everything was fine.
So let me hear.
Okay, yeah. So, in as much as we've agreed or accepted or come to terms with the fact that there are more implications than benefits, let's not cast aside the fact that there are still benefits. Some of these benefits will include enhancing one's appearance, and then it aligns the natural appearance with the desired appearance. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, like example given, the beds here and purity. The beds had little work done on her skin, and it makes her as amazing as you see her. Yeah, and purity also finally got to take off her stretch marks and whatnot. So I feel it has benefits like that. It boosts self-confidence, and lastly, it tackles insecurity, because we know like 99% of the girls out there are insecure and would give anything to get what they want.
Let's get to people.
Okay.
How many people for us?
Yeah, so basically we are here to talk about the cosmetology, like cosmetic surgery, and also we get to understand that cosmetic surgery is basically to enhance the body appearance, and we know some people are not so good with the way they look a particular way, they have this on their body, and believe me, it brings about body shaming. You know that when you are not publicly exposed because okay, you have this on you, you look like this. So that's why these days most people tend to go into suiting themselves, or they have like this role model they want to look like. So, and also definitely cosmetic surgery or surgeries like that also boost them their self-esteem. Get increases their self-esteem as an individual, either a male or a female.
All right.
Yeah.
Christina,
Yeah.
give me your pitch.
Okay, I would like to talk on the benefits of cosmetic surgery. First thing first, it helps to align your natural appearance to your desired appearance. It also improves confidence. It improves confidence because for you to go into cosmetic surgery, you really need to boost yourself properly and also make yourself look very presentable like every other person around.
Basically, I'm going to be talking about the effects, that are like the side effects of this cosmetic surgery. Now, one of it is, how would I even call it? It makes you not have confidence in yourself. Like you always find faults in every part of your body. Let's say, for example, I go for a nose surgery, and then I come out and I'm like, my lips is somehow, you get, and I'm like, okay, I think I need to go for a lip surgery. And then I come out again, I'm like, my eyebrows are not in shape. And then I go back, I know a lot of expenses is being made, so those are kind of effects that I think it gives. And also risks of death. You know, one thing about this surgery, you have loss of blood and all that, so it can cause you losing your life at that point in time, or definitely probably outside after it. Because I read an article that says after your surgery you have to give your body like 2 to 3 weeks, and now that 2 to 3 weeks probably they give you a drugs you're supposed to take. And imagine you now forgetting you're supposed to take that drugs at that particular time. You know what it will lead to? Probably it might just lead you to something. Probably your body will just start malfunctioning, you start itching your body, and after that you see that your body will no longer be in good shape.
Do you want to answer that?
I like to buttress on the point she was making when she was saying changing the leaves, then you go back and say my nose.
Request for more.
Yeah, request for more. It's actually a disorder. It's called body dysmorphic disorder, where you can't seem to be satisfied after your first procedure. Now you want to change everything because you feel, okay, I've done my nose. My nose now doesn't fit with my eyes anymore.
Yeah, so
my eyes doesn't fit with my mouth. So you do more, so you get addictive. Now you are addicted to doing these procedures over and over again. But there are also some benefits of cosmetic surgery. Like if a woman with a big breast, she can do a surgery, and when I say bust, rather, let me use the word bust instead of breast. So I say a woman with a big bust, right? She can reduce her bust, and it helps her with back pain as well. You know, when those bust, so you can reduce the back pain when you reduce your bust. And in people that have respiratory issues as well, they do the surgery, plastic surgery. So people that do have these respiratory issues, when they are done with that surgery, it can help them breathe properly, take in more oxygen, and there are a lot of benefits for cosmetic surgery as well. It enhances appearance. Now there are a lot of talents dying because they feel like they can't come out to show themselves the way they are. They feel like I have to have this particular look, I have to have this nose to come out.
Precious Court Nigeria Limited furnishes your homes, hotels, offices, clubs, studios and others. We offer exquisite Turkish and Nigeria-made interiors as well as exterior decorations and furnishings. Precious Court will make living an art.
We are here to talk about cosmetic surgery. Now, what is cosmetic surgery? Cosmetic surgery is simply the enhancement of an individual's appearance. Now, this appearance is focused on their aesthetic appearance, which Marvelous will tell you more about that.
Okay, just as he said, aesthetic. So many people out there, especially the ones who are not lame enough to understand what the word aesthetic means. I'll break it down. Aesthetic is just simply an art, just the normal fine art, but this art now is focused on the human body, to beautify the human body, and it's derived from a Greek word, aestheticos. So it's just a simple definition that aesthetic is an art of the human body. So simple as that.
So simple as that. All right. Now you seem to be looking so okay, so perfect the way you are.
Okay.
Do you have anybody who has told you one or two experiences you've gotten from, going under the knife?
I don't have any experience, but from anybody else. But from my own experience, I think I've been told before now. I used to be this skinny guy, and I had to work on my body. I used to be very flat, very tiny. But as I grew up, I began to watch some videos of some athletes and all that. And for the fact that I wanted to go into modeling, and also for the fact that I'm into gospel music, I need to push it out, because some persons don't bring out their talent due to their looks. They hide themselves. But for that reason, I had to work on my body, went into bodybuilding, and I love what I'm looking at now.
Okay. Did you hit the floor and do all of the exercises, or were there drugs, enhancing drugs to help you, get all of this?
Okay, yeah, from bodybuilding, I know some bodybuilders use steroids, but using steroids, there are effects in using steroids because it grows your body faster, and yet you depreciate faster when you stop working out. But going natural gives you that body you need. But yet, even when you leave bodybuilding for a long period of time, your body still remains in shape.
In that structure.
So I went natural completely.
Okay, completely. Okay. Now, can you give me one or two side effects you think you heard people talk about?
Amongst other side effects, now we talk about expense. It's way too expensive. Just like Purity came here to say she has a 10-minute session. She said she spent a lot, though she didn't specify how much she spent. But we all know a lot, what a lot means, and in this time in Nigeria, we know what
let's start with you.
And first, I would say meeting the right surgeons. Like in our country, Nigeria, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say we have like 4 very good people that are surgeons are very good, because some of the surgeons they don't go extra, like going to learn more and study more. So they just do their thing, and later the person will have so many faults in their body. But talking about the good ones, they are the one making it easy and making the people they work with have confidence in themselves, like doing, like for instance, doing a butt surgery, and you do it very well and very nice, and it come out very nice, and she will have confidence in herself, like she'll be so happy, and they will even find traces that it was done by a surgeon. So I will say that we should maybe more investors to invest in people that are very interested in doing it, maybe going out of the country to learn more and study more about it, so that it's going to be easy for everyone that wants to go into surgery.
You know, like she rightly said, there's a need for people to go to school. Whatever it is you want to do, if you want to sing, you want to dance. Now we have dance studios everywhere in Lagos. We have acting schools everywhere in Lagos. Now, if you don't go to school, if you don't get that basic knowledge, then there is a problem. Because I go to the markets and I see where people, especially if you're light skinned, I see where people who don't have that knowledge, people who can't communicate with you, just free, good going conversation you don't have. But then you see them mixing up creams, you see them doing things, they don't care. So long it's working, so long you wanted to be dark and you're dark, so long you want to have pink. I think it was at Ikeja. Somebody is telling me your pink lip. I was like, and you're standing on the road and you're telling me to come and guess. And he was busy, licking his lip to show me he has a pink lip. I'd be like, what school did you go to? Did you even go to any training? We have good centers in Lagos. In VI, when you go there, this lady, I think the pioneer in Nigeria is what's her name again? Modube Ozola or so. She just brought about cosmetics and surgery and everything, and she was successful at that just because she had good training. Now people pitch it to her to open up a school for it, and it's doing so well in VI right now. So if people don't go to school, then that is where the problem is. So what problem do you have?
To be frank, to be candid with you, I won't because of the money venture into it, because I don't like it. Because I've had the surgery before, back when I had lipoma. Till date, this scar is still there. So feeling neat, and I just imagine it someone else having it. So like one of my housemates said earlier, he talked about fitness. I believe in fitness so much. So I do more of fitness to my body than rather going to a doctor to do surgery.
Okay, but then have you been able to see the good side of it, not just the other? Because if you are going to talk to people about this, you have to balance your argument. Now, if there is a good side of this or a bad side of this, you should be able to say, okay, this can help people do this can help people do this. If you don't have big boobs, you won't understand the need for you to get it done so that you can have a good book. You don't slouch most times, all the time when you want to do, you just keep slouching just because you can carry. But then if you want to talk about it, if you present the ugly side of it, then try to make it balanced, because you don't know who is watching.
Okay.
But I love your opinion. Your opinion, I love it. I stay with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alright, so do you have an opening speech?
Okay,
you prepare
concerning cosmetic surgery, though it has some benefit, like it helps it improves self-confidence, because people feel intimidated by other ladies with these wide hips, this big breast, so they flaunt it to an extent that some young ladies get intimidated and say, I want to be like this person, like they are flaunting it as if
I want to be like this person. People end up going into surgery. I think that is sort of a benefit because it makes them confident. After going up through their surgery, they feel comfortable, they feel confident. And it also helps in psychology. Psychologically, it helps because people fall into depression, like when they body shame them. Some people can't handle body shaming. So after body shaming, they fall into depression. So this surgery sort of helps them psychologically and mentally balanced. But for me, I'm not against surgery. But I will advise young ladies or people going into surgery. If you are going into surgery, go into surgery with reasons. Don't just go there because you feel intimidated or those that have it are flaunting it. Because I believe in every person there's a uniqueness in you that God placed there. So you can flaunt that. You don't need to flaunt your ass. You can flaunt your intelligence. You can flaunt any gifts, you know. So I think going into surgery, if you want to go into cosmetic surgery, go there with a reason. Maybe maybe someone has a burnt face or maybe something went wrong with the face. I'm not against that. You can go into that because you have to look good, and you can go into any sort of surgery just because you had any dysfunction in your body or there's something in your body that is not going well. But if you look good, like you are okay, I don't think you need to go. I don't think you need to imitate any celebrity or because people are going in there, you just want to go. Go there because you have a valid reason of doing surgery.
Okay, so Mike, do you agree that the way one appears, the way one looks, can heal off their bravery, can make them want to try to look otherwise? Do you think you agree that the way you look?
You know, looking good is a very good business, right? And some people go into cosmetic surgeries because they want to rebrand their body. You know, your body is a brand, right? You want to rebrand your body and make yourself look good to sell your market, like you want to sell yourself. And some people goes into cosmetic surgery just because like they have received enough insults from people. Some people will be like, come on, like my nose is pointed, yours is disappointed. Or some of things like that, you understand? So like some people be like, okay, I want to have this pointed nose too, just to make myself look so good, just to sell myself, and like I can have this confidence, like I can walk in public, like show myself, show my age and all stuff like that, you understand?
You don't want to go into it yourself, but would you want to encourage people around you, tell them the good side of going to school to get this done, get knowledge? Knowledge is the key first, even before you're trying to make money. Would you encourage people to want to do that?
For me, I'm really scared of it because of the disadvantages of it. You know, like some people go to do Botox enhancement, but at the end of it, it turned out to be the worst. Like I've seen a case whereby a girl go to enhance the Botox, and at the end of it, pus started coming out and water and bleeding like that. So as for me, I would like to encourage someone who like to go into it, but for me, I don't like it because I wouldn't like to face that part of it.
Now, do you think there is a need for people to get proper education?
You can't just go into it because you feel others are doing it. You need to have the cue, you need to have the idea. You can't just come start educating on people just because of the money. It's not done that way.